Hello, I'm Arcayla. I'm a shamanic healer, an alchemist, and a channel. And every single week, I do an energy reading for the week ahead to give you some support and guidance for what is coming in. I have 4 readings for you today. And before I drop in, please make sure you subscribe so that you don't miss out on my weekly readings, as well as the other channels and offerings that I present through this channel. So when you're ready, simply choose what number, 1 to 4, that feels good for you, just intuitively deciding, and then go to the timestamps in the copy below this video, and you can select your number and go straight to your reading, and I will see you there. So if you chose reading number 1, the invitation for you is calm, peacefulness. And the reason being is that there's a lot of angelic energy around you at the moment. And you're being really invited to sit and receive it, essentially. And what is coming through is the invitation to listen deeply. There will, for some of you, be the opportunity to hear bells. And these bells, they sit right on the edge of our hearing. And so they're a somatic experience as well as an audible one. And this invitation is coming through for all of you to sit in the quiet, find your peace, and really drink it in. Open yourself up to these angelic frequencies that are coming through for you. And as you do so, some of you will be able to pick up on this beautiful bell-like sound, like little chimes. And not only hear them, but feel them moving into your field. So that's an invitation for you to sit with. This week, as I said, is about calm, and it's about really sitting with yourself and observing how you feel in yourself and giving yourself the space and time to not only rest, but also to be very present with what's coming up for you. Because there is an invitation for a much deeper level of connection between you and your heart, and really tuning into your authentic nature. And so what that really means is creating this space this week to get clear on what you really want, and to observe that where your actions may not be aligning with your desires, and to really make changes in order to align yourself. There are so many of us that play so many roles that are not really in alignment with who we are. And we do this out of fear, mainly, because we want to be accepted by the community, by the wider group. The times that we are now in do not support this lack of authenticity. And what I mean by that is, it will become deeply uncomfortable for you. You will feel the dissonance between your true heart's desires and the character you are playing. And you will feel it strongly, because the invitation is to really step into your true nature. And indeed, there will be shedding around this. There will be places and people that you no longer align with because of this desire. So really observe where you sit in relation to your true nature and the life that you're leading. Because this week is a real opportunity for this introspection to prepare you for the weeks ahead, where there will be a momentum that starts to build, an energy that will start to build over the coming months. And this is going to culminate later in the year in this place of great expansion. And so this time is really precious, because it's giving you this really beautiful opportunity to get a sense of what it is you want to line yourself up for. And I feel like you're tired. You're tired of pretending. You're tired of maybe going to the same job that you really don't care about, but you're doing to pay the bills. And it's not that the reality of your life doesn't matter, as in, it's not that you don't have to pay the bills, but it's more about asking yourself, well, how can I get the same result but enjoy the journey? If that's what's really important to you. The journey is really what is coming up for attention. My life is a journey. It is not the milestones of success or the milestones of the opposite of success. It is actually about the small moments in between. That is what my life experience really is. And this, I guess, is what is being called in this number one energy. It's pay attention to this in-between time, to these moments of every single day, and recognize how important they are, because it's these precious moments that are culminating to create your entire life experience. And you don't need to save it up for the holiday or the gathering on the weekend. Your heart wants you to feel content every moment of every day. And that is why you're being called to pay attention to this week. It might feel a bit boring maybe, or uncomfortable, or confronting, or disquieting. But trust it. Trust this process. Trust that something bigger is really working for you, and that this invitation is really precious, actually, because it's like it's sowing the seeds for the harvest that is coming. So take your time and really sit with yourself this week and enjoy it and make the most of it. And I hope this was helpful. Take care, and I'll see you again soon. If you chose number 2, opening, what is coming through for you this week is there is this overall energy of opening at the moment. And if you haven't watched my latest channeled video, a message from the Pleiadians, it's actually all about this. So please do watch that. But what's coming through here for you is heart opening in particular. And what this is referring to is this period of time, this week particularly, that is speaking to these parts of you that have felt fearful around receiving beautiful things, wonderful things. And this time in your life, this week coming, is going to speak to these beautiful things. There are going to be opportunities and people that are going to start to come into your life starting this week. And they're going to feel quite amazing. They're going to feel, if you like, greater than you had imagined or hoped for. And with that is going to come this sense of, really, can I be experiencing this? Is this really available to me? And it will feel uncomfortable at times because your heart holds past experiences where maybe these situations didn't work out so well. But it's coming up again because this time will be different. And this opening that is occurring is a real gift. It's actually really exciting. There's a lot of fresh energy that's coming into your life. And it's coming in because of the work that you've been doing over the last 4 years of shedding, primarily. Shedding people, situations, work, environments that have not felt right. And because of that, you're now kind of standing at the beginning of this runway, if you like, where all these fresh opportunities, fresh situations are going to be able to come into your experience because you have opened yourself up. However, what's happening now is the pace is going to increase. Whereas before, something yummy would happen and maybe something would come up inside you that would feel unworthy of it, and you would have time to kind of process it and maybe let it in and maybe not, and da-da-da-da. Whereas now, that time isn't going to be the same. It's going to come in faster. But that's not a problem because you've actually, through this work you've been doing of transformation, you've been preparing for this. And so the opening is going to feel much more conscious for you. You're going to be able to self-assure much more effectively. And actually, that's really the message for you this week. Back yourself. Observe the thoughts, the narratives, the stories that will come to maybe derail you. Old, familiar patterns of thinking that don't feel good, that leave you in a low vibration, that leave you in a place of undoing. Observe them, but do not become them. And instead, give yourself reassurance. Find the parts of you that can move outside of that story, that can observe that story, see it for what it is, and say, it's okay. We don't have to play this story out again. I can see this spiral or this familiar narrative, and actually I'm just going to trust that this time will be different, and let it be different. And you will. You don't have to worry. You've already got enough of a base in you now to transform this, to accept what's coming in. There's a lot around color as well. So really let color be a theme for this week. Let yourself maybe wear more color than you normally would. Bring bright flowers maybe into the home, or bring color into the home in some way. Take time to seek out color. Notice it. Color is very powerful. It brings very powerful energies. And sometimes we can't take it and we just want less color in our environment because there's so much going on inside of us. However, for you this week, color wants to come in. And that's because the energy that the color will bring into your life is that of creation, excitement, newness, transformation. So let color be part of your experience and really take time to notice color, appreciate color, and enjoy it. And there might be particular colors that stick out to you, and it's because they hold a certain frequency or vibration that is helpful to you at this time. So just be aware of that. Especially those of you who are particularly attuned to color, maybe who have a very creative lifestyle, though I would encourage every single one of you to have a creative lifestyle. Color, for you in particular, for those of you who are devoted to color, really spend time with the colors that speak to you. As I said, they hold a very strong healing for you, a very strong frequency that is going to be very supportive for you this week. There is a lot of grounding that is coming into a new dimensional frequency for you. That's why this opening is occurring, because you've already moved timelines. You've gone through that uncomfortable phase. And now it's about rooting down and embedding yourself into this new vibration that you have been calling in for some time. And so really this week is about steadying, opening, moving through, observing old stories, and paying attention to color. You got your work cut out for you this week. That's a lot of homework. But I hope that that's helpful. Have a beautiful week, and I'll see you again soon. So much love. If you chose number 3, connection is the theme for you. There's really a strong energy of connecting with your people and really starting to feel like you're part of your pack, your tribe, if you like. And it's going to feel very comforting and supportive. But what's also coming through is make sure that you don't lose your own sense of self. This is very common in a group dynamic, that we become so attached to those around us that we can, the boundaries can smudge a bit. And what's coming through this week is just be mindful that as delightful as it is to be part of a group that really get you, that really understand you, your individuality, your personal magic, that is the thing that above all else is going to bring you the greatest delight, the greatest joy. So really observe this week. Potentially you might be in a situation where those people are just coming in. Equally, you might be in a situation where you really know who your pack is and you love being a part of it. And so I'm just going to share this with you, and you can decide how this is going to resonate for you. But as I said, the message is your time for being amongst those who really deeply appreciate and see you is now. It is all coming in for you. However, the invitation above all else is for you to maintain your own singularity, as this is what will keep you the most fulfilled. And this is a journey. You know, there will be times where you will feel a bit lost in your own individuality. And that's okay, because it's in these moments that we actually are just shedding old parts of ourselves and creating space for the new parts of ourselves to be created, to be expanded upon. And this group that you are either coming into or opening yourself up to, or that you are already part of, this group is going to be really understanding of this and actually very encouraging of it. Because this group is a group of people that understand that fine balance between personal self-expression as well as the joy of feeling companionship on the journey. And so it's a really delightful week for you as you either start to recognize that you're part of this new group, or that you're being called into this new group or invited into it, or you're either in the group and really deeply appreciating finally being part of a tribe of people who really see you. So no matter what side of the fence you sit on, or if you're somewhere between the two, this is a really lovely time. And the guidance is to just open and allow yourself to really, really enjoy it. But again, just be mindful. Don't lose yourself in this. Stay true to your own nature. And actually, the group will so benefit from you doing that. The group is strong because of the individuals and their self-expression. It is that quality you all share that creates the overall dynamic of the group environment and enables each of you to not only feel seen but supported in it. Equally, you may be in a group that is expanding, and this group is, I feel, going to either lose some members and gain some members, or it's going to go through a shift. But not to worry about this, because actually what's happening is people's energies are changing, and so they are going to gravitate out to different situations, or new people are going to be drawn in. And so this flux, this change, is also nothing to be concerned about, rather something to be celebrated, as every single soul on the planet at the moment is being invited to step into new slipstreams of conscious awareness, and in the process align with others like them. So I feel a lot of joyfulness, a lot of playfulness for you this week. And as I said, to really observe the fine balance between celebrating your own unique self-expression and perspective, as well as balancing with those around you and deeply enjoying their appreciation of you and your appreciation of them. I hope this was helpful. Have a wonderful week, and I'll see you again soon. So much love. If you chose number 4, what is coming through for you is this birthing energy. And what's really lovely about this is that it feels very gentle, but very powerful all at the same time. And what's really coming through here is this birthing into a deeper understanding of yourself. It feels to me as though your ability to truly step into your self-expression has been very challenging for you for a variety of different reasons, none of which are important now. The really powerful part of your now experience is this blossoming desire and courage to really explore yourself. And not only to explore yourself, but to celebrate and allow your true nature to be expressed and witnessed by those around you. And this is a real delight, and it's something that is long overdue. And what's coming through for you is how much your guides are cheering you on. They want you to feel as supported as possible as you go through this experience. And so they are going to bring into your life these little moments of time, these experiences where you will either meet people or be asked things by those you already know, to step into situations or roles that encourage you to be seen in your true nature. It feels as though you may have been playing a certain role or roles for the benefit of others for quite some time. And this is all changing now. Your invitation is really about recognizing how beautifully unique you are in this moment, and actually rediscovering a lot of what lights you up in order to truly allow yourself to embody, to express yourself honestly and with delight. This is really the invitation for you this week, to be your weird and wacky self and enjoy it. And to maybe let go of a lot of judgment that you've been carrying around about how you need to present yourself to others. Because indeed, this is no longer the case. Your greatest desire is to be your authentic self. And this week in particular, energetically, astrologically, is here for you, is here to support that strong desire. And you will see a lot of synchronicity playing out that is going to encourage you to be as creative, as self-expressive, whatever this looks like for you, but you stepping into what really lights you up. That is what this week is all about. So have a beautiful week, enjoy yourself, and I'll see you again soon. Lots of love.